That night, no one waited for her return. She typed her last message, "See you soon," and then boarded a plane that would vanish forever. Flight MH370 took off at 12:41 a.m. from Kuala Lumpur. 239 passengers on board, a routine flight until it wasn't. 38 minutes later, silence. The plane stopped communicating. No emergency, no explanation. Military radar showed the plane veering west. Someone had changed its path. But who and why? The jet flew across the Malacca Strait. Far from Beijing, far from expected, everything was off course. And then, the plane disappeared. No transponder, no radar, only darkness. In Beijing, families gathered at the arrival gate. The board read only one word: delayed. Minutes turned to hours. There was no landing, only silence. Malaysia Airlines offered no answers. The flight was missing. Families collapsed. Some screamed, others just stared. What had happened? International rescue efforts launched. But where do you search when you don't know where to begin? Satellites scanned the ocean. Planes flew in circles. Ships drifted through vast nothingness. Not a single trace. Not a single signal. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 had vanished. Families clung to hope. Maybe they landed somewhere, but hope can be cruel. Phones kept ringing. Voicemail picked up. How could that happen if they were gone? Some heard call tones for days, but no one ever answered. Only questions remained. Speculation exploded. Was it hijacking, sabotage, or something no one dared to name? Theories multiplied, but the truth stayed silent. No black box, no wreckage, no goodbye. Weeks passed, then months. No answers. Search areas changed constantly, from the South China Sea to the Indian Ocean. Some still believed, others began to forget, but 239 lives were unaccounted for. Investigators released transcripts, flight data, final words, but nothing explained the vanishing. In time, debris began to surface, wing fragments on distant shores, proof of an ending, without clarity. But where was the rest? The passengers? The answers? One piece of wing debris washed up on Réunion Island, thousands of miles from the flight path. It was the first physical proof, but it raised more questions than answers. More fragments appeared, scattered, isolated, haunting. None of the pieces explained the disappearance. They only confirmed something ended. The black box was never found. No cockpit voice, no flight data. Without the black box, the last moments remain unknown. Forever. Families gathered yearly, holding photos, lighting candles, still waiting. For some, grief turned to activism, demanding transparency, demanding truth. Theories kept circulating, each one more bizarre than the last. Some believed in sabotage, others in conspiracy. Authorities tried to shut the speculation down, but silence only fed it. A final report was published, pages of data, no answers. Even the report admitted, we don't know what happened. The ocean is vast, but human memory is even more fragile. Media moved on, Headlines faded, but families could not. Children grew up without answers. Parents passed away still waiting. Some held on to hope, others accepted the silence. Each year they remember, not with facts, but with absence. MH370 became more than a flight. It became a symbol of loss without closure. Air travel changed forever, but questions still hang in the air. A plane vanished, and the world let it. In the end, all we have is a timeline of maybes and a map of ocean. No one said goodbye. No one expected the last message would truly be the last. Somewhere beneath the waves, the truth still sleeps. 239 names, one mystery, and a question that echoes forever. Where is MH370?